Like Constantine said, we're here to see Dirk.
We're here with Gasp to shoot some of the guys.
My name is Dirk Emmerich from Germany, living in Thailand actually, but I'm from Germany and I'm here in Boston for the WNBF World Championships.
We've been talking to Dirk a lot just to make that connection. Seems like a really solid dude.
Anyways, I expect him to peak perfectly, because he's peaked perfectly like 5 times already, so we'll see you at Worlds.
5'3", 210 there.
That's a good memory.
And my gym wasn't successful.
Hey guys, it's 2:39 in the morning. I really wanted to not let this Boston trip recap fall through the cracks because it was an important trip for me. Here's why. Well, first and foremost, I'm really lucky that I have the position and creative license with Gasp that I can direct stuff like this, and we can do stories, fly to Boston, create content and stories and build up these guys because Dirk Emmerich, long story short, I competed with him in 2021 and he is a giant killer. Check this out. So I'm quite a bit bigger than him, but he kicked my butt at the 2021 WNBF Amateur World Championships. Yeah, he's a giant killer. So anyways, fast forward to 2024, I see him online. His reputation is really growing. He's always improving, and he's a natural bodybuilder, by the way, and he's improving. Just to jump on the trend of this massive influx of interest with natural bodybuilding, I wanted to go to Boston and record some content with him because he's from Germany living in Thailand, so he's obviously stateside here. We're in Boston and wanted to do a story with him. This guy has a great reputation. He's growing with interest, with all the demographic that we need to hit. And I'm a fan of the guy. He gets absolutely shredded. He's a world-class natural bodybuilder. So that's what we're doing in Boston, along with, I was really thankful to be able to record Jose Raymond's story of growing up. We did a really cool gym tour with Nate Tello, the owner of Gym Hub Boston, Michael Johansson. That went off great, but also I really got a lot out of doing Jose's story, and that's online too. Long story short, just to recap here, I didn't want this story, the shots from it, and kind of my journal entry to be falling through the cracks. But that's what we did in Boston. It was a very quick trip. I got in Friday, left Sunday. I definitely had the FOMO with all the guys in the gym, seeing them a couple days out and saying hi to each other. You could hear all different languages, you know, you heard Spanish, and then Dirk was speaking German to one of his friends, and it was a legit world championship. You could feel the excitement in the air, and yeah, this time around I wasn't competing. My competitions were done, but I got the photos back from this last competition in Arlington. I was like, I'm kind of starting to believe that I can do this and I can be pretty good. Another point I wanted to make with Dirk, I grew up with, you know, watching Ronnie Coleman, Johnny Jackson, Brance Warren, and all these guys, Marcus Rule, all these really big guys, and a big part of the focus was how much these guys weighed. And then after encountering Dirk, who weighed about $140, literally 60 pounds, over 60 pounds less than me, and he beat me. So it's like, one thing I learned is like, really don't focus on the scale weight. And it's kind of a hard thought pattern to divorce yourself from, you know, because you've been looking at the scale weight, trying to be bigger. And what's one metric that can tell you if you're bigger is a scale weight. But yeah, on stage, it really doesn't matter. And how Dirk was able to beat me was very complete development. Really nice, you know, his symmetry, shoulders, lats, quads, everything was developed, but he had the definition from his backside fully in. So that's where you know, I weighed about 210 at the World Championships in 2021. And honestly, if I would have been about 205, maybe even 200, I would have had the detail in my backside like Dirk, and you would have been able to see it from the side and the back shots, and it would have been a much better specimen in hindsight.
Yeah, and then it evolved over the years, getting better and better and better, trusting the process. And I was never like obsessed about that end goal. I just loved the journey. And then it just happened on its own. Well, it's like almost like a byproduct of getting there. It's just like the love of the journey in a way. More and more, like especially within the WMBF, you do the polygraph, the out-of-season urine tests. So more and more people believe, okay, that's actually achievable natural. So that is why it's growing, I think, as well. Like before, especially 10 years ago, no one believed of like this or that can be achieved natural. And now more and more people believe what is actually attainable natural. And I think that is why it's growing more and more. Like people trust more into the sport.
You know, it was my best condition to date, but you know, as a bodybuilder, it always looks like I can improve here, improve here, and you know, that's the plan now. But so I'm having my first off season. I started the training. Adam D sent me a very meticulously planned out training. And I've been doing that, and it's been really exciting to say the least. So I've been super blessed and fortunate to fall in love with lifting again, and I feel like Nick again. I'm very excited to share that on my channel and remember it. And we got a lot of stuff coming up with Adam D's. I just need to find a location to record it to make it look pretty for y'all, because I like to give that a little bit of resources and make that something that is shareable, because Adam D's has a lot of valuable information to share. Anyways, now I'm logging out for sure.